Sly King from the Worship Center Christian Church in Birmingham, Alabama. I want to thank Kenny for giving me the opportunity to just talk with you for a few moments. And I want to share with you some things as it relates to social media. I know many of you are maybe in the beginning stages of starting social media or building a team at your church. Or maybe you're wondering, how do you go about posting consistent content? What are some things that can help me as it relates to the content that we're posting and how often we do all these things and how do we put all that together? Well, what I want to share you first and foremost, as it relates to social media, I think the most important thing you have to do when you're doing this, especially for your ministry, is finding out what your voice is. And how you go about doing that is taking the mission of the ministry and then putting that into context and finding out how you want to communicate that across your various social media channels. And you have to put together an opportunity that you can take the content that relates to the teachings that are around the messages that your pastor is going to be teaching, and allow those things to be themes that you have throughout each month, so you have a consistent flow. What I really like to create is consistency across the channels as it relates to what you're speaking about. What voice are you actually speaking on? Many people should be able to look at the social media channels of your ministry and find some synergy. They should be able to find some voice in all the clutter as it relates to other things around in social media. They should be able to see and understand what your voice is in your ministry and how you want to communicate that through your various channels. Now, one of the things that I also want to share with you very quickly is, well, how do you go about content and what do you do to create consistency? One of the best things you can do is put together a social media calendar and lay out what you want to communicate throughout the month and how you want to lay that out across each channel. This allows you to have consistency. This allows you to create plans and put things in place where you're working in advance. I love to say the adage of working smarter, not harder, right? So allow yourself the opportunity to begin to plan. Look at your calendar. Look at the teaching calendar if your pastor has one. If he doesn't, ask him to provide a teaching calendar so you'll know what he's going to be ministering on and teaching on, so you can align your content and what you're doing and how you're galvanizing conversation along social media and begin to spark conversation around the content, the messaging, the theming, and also the voice of the ministry. And you have to find that. And that's very important to understand as we relate to our particular audience and who we're going after. So I want to just give you a couple of things that I find to be very important, very helpful as it relates to social media, how to find your voice, putting together a schedule and putting together a calendar with your themes of what you want to talk about. All these things are really important to help you as you move along in this journey, where I feel like this is a theme that we all are saying that work in this world, that it's a constantly changing thing. It's something new every single day. So I thank you, Kenny, again for letting me come on and just share a couple of things with you as it relates to social media. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Sly_King48. God bless you.